Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Rob and this is my Garmin Fenix 5X, and I've had this for about 6 months now, so I just thought I'd do a very quick video just on a wear and tear update on a Garmin Fenix 5X. I did one at a couple of months and just noticed that there were just a few bits of like sort of scuffing on there. So just to show you that the glass on this thing is fantastic. There's hardly any scratches on there. I'm pretty cautious with the watch. I did a video about how I used a sweatband strap when I go climbing to make sure that it doesn't get scratched, because I did scratch the glass on my Fenix 3, although that didn't have the sapphire glass and this does. So I'll try and reflect the light off there so you can see. You might see the odd sort of smear on there that looks like a scratch, but I can tell you now, looking at this thing, there are no scratches on there whatsoever. Again, still the paintwork on this is wearing off, which is a disappointment that they haven't used a material where it's the colour of the material all the way through that it's painted over. However, I have noticed now, seeing that on eBay there's a company, I'm not sure if they're in Switzerland, but they're called Garmin parts, but you probably find them on the internet, that you can buy these new bezels. So in a year or a couple of years time, if it's really looking quite tatty and you don't like the tatty look, some people like the fact that it's been through the ringer a bit and shows that you've used the watch a lot. I like it to look quite nice as a kind of dressy sort of watch, so it's not completely and utterly battered. So I might, if the bezel's not too expensive, I might replace that bezel in a couple of years time. So it's all looking pretty good. Nothing really much to write home about. The only thing that I wanted to point out in the video here, that's a little bit of worry to me, is just how much this strap has kind of worn through, just on this one section here, where it's rubbing where the clasp kind of meets it on there. And okay, and you can see it's taken off the kind of pattern, which, you know, in the grand scheme of things, isn't all the way, you know, it isn't greatly reduced that, but this is 6 months, so maybe in a couple of years time, possibly think about replacing the strap. Now, I did a video on some of the cheaper straps that you can buy, and I'm probably going to wear these a lot more, just for sort of casual use, but I've opted not to use these cheap sort of third-party ones when I'm doing water sports, when I'm sort of out surfing or kite surfing or sort of out at sea, where if the strap was to fail, where you'd lose your watch, which would just be a bad day, wouldn't it, for everyone. So if I'm going to get another strap, I probably would pay the extra money now, I think, in hindsight, and actually get a Garmin strap. Only reason being is that this one hasn't been in the sea, but you can see these little tiny sort of screws in here, if it focuses on there, and they've started to corrode up on one of the other straps that I wore at sea. So it really started to get me thinking, am I really going to trust sort of like a £7 strap with a 500 quid watch, or pay sort of 25 or 30 quid, whatever it is, for the Garmin strap? So I think my advice is there, if you are thinking of getting another strap now, yeah, I'll probably just spend the extra bit of money, just for that peace of mind, because now I'm in this situation where I'm switching back from one strap to another. So there we go, just my little insight on the strap situation there. But apart from that, wear and tear, it's all pretty good. Battery life's very good. There's been a few updates, software updates. The only issue I've had with this was when there was a software update. After the software update, I had that dreaded drain battery thing where it almost drained overnight, and I was like, oh no, we're back to the Fenix 3 days where it was draining really fast. But all it was is that I needed to restart the watch again. So if there are any software updates on there, just a note, if I ever get an update that comes up on the watch now, make sure you completely switch the watch off afterwards, even after it does its reboot again and starts back up again. Leave it a few more minutes and then switch it off for a good couple of minutes, and let it reboot again, and I don't think you should have any battery drain issues. So there we go, it's still faring pretty well. I'll probably do another video after a year, so that's going to be next March, just to see if there's any sort of outcomes or differences of wear and tear? I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be much more. As I say, I'm just going to keep an eye on that strap, and probably in about a year or so's time, I'm going to buy another Garmin, official Garmin strap. Okay, thanks for watching. If you've found this informative, enjoyed the video at all, then give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch any of my other videos and subscribe, you know how to do all that. So thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye.